Hi guys, this is Larry the Barberman, and this is the second video of 3 videos explaining everything you need to know about the respirator mask within the barbershop environment. In the first video, I explained exactly what a respirator mask was. I explained how the likes of COVID-19 could be spread in the barbershop environment. I explained how aerosols, droplets and formites could affect you or contaminate you or cause you to contract the COVID-19 virus. I also then went on to explain why I recommend the respirator mask over other masks, as airborne pathogens can be circulating in confined barbershops. Bearing in mind you could have 2 or 3 hairdryers blowing aerosols around your shop, coupled with the fact that you may have a fan in the shop as well to make things worse. So in this video I'll be teaching you how to read and understand the abbreviations printed on a respirator mask. When considering buying a respirator mask, you're probably likely to come across 3 different standards of masks: the American standard, the European standard and the Chinese standard. Now I'm going to start with the American standard, as I believe this is the easiest one to understand out of the 3. Let's first start off by explaining who rates the American standard respirator mask. The rating is done by the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, abbreviated NIOSH. Now, how they choose to classify their masks, they do it with both a letter and a number. Down the left hand side you're going to see the letters N, R and P. N stands for not oil resistant, R stands for oil resistant and P stands for oil proof. As you'll notice, the American standard is all based on how oil resistant the filtering material is for the respirator. So in most cases, medical experts and medical professionals would use an N mask, as you would not be expecting any oil particles within a medical facility, and I would also guess this would be the case for a barbershop as well. So when you go into R and P, you're talking about oil-based products such as solvents, pesticides and paints. And when these products are sprayed, oil particles become airborne, and for that reason you need the different quality and extra layers of filtration, and this is where the R and the P come into the equation. So I hope that's cleared up the left hand side, what the letters mean. Let's jump over now to the right hand side and the numbers, and you'll see 95, 99 and 100. Now what 95 is means that is the percentage of harmful particles this particular mask will stop from entering the mask, and that's based on the particle being no smaller than 0.3 microns. Now if you watch my first video, you'll know that I was talking about 5 microns being 14 times smaller than the diameter of a human hair. So 0.3 is minuscule, minute. Right, so that's what that is. 99, of course, this filters out 99% of harmful particles or pathogens, and 100 does 100%, but I don't believe anything's 100%, so let's say 99.9% of these harmful particles it will keep out. Worst case scenario, all of those. So that's the American standard. Now let's jump over to the European standard. The European standard is rated by the European Committee for Standardization, and they choose to classify their masks by using FFP, which stands for filtering face piece. and you have FFP1, FFP2 and FFP3. Now this is why I said I like the way that the Americans do things, because it's just based on oil resistance. Europeans look at this slightly different, so let's go through it. So the FFP1 is said to protect you against large solid particles and is only suitable for protection against irritating non-harmful substances with a minimum filter efficiency of 80%. The FFP2 protects you against solid, liquid, irritating aerosols with a minimum efficiency of 94%. And then you have the FFP3, which protects you against solid and liquid toxic aerosols with a minimum filter efficiency of 99%. That's how the Europeans classify their masks. Just to simplify this for you as barbers, FFP2, that will be sufficient in the barbershop. The FFP1 may not be, and the FFP3, you can wear that, but I think it may be a little bit over the top. If the FFP2 is good for medical experts and medical professionals, I think it's good enough for the barber in the barbershop environment. So let's go on to Chinese standard. With the Chinese standard, I'm only going to leave this with one classification. We're talking about the KN95, which works exactly the same or virtually the same as the American N95. So again, it's non-oil resistant and it will filter out 95% worst case scenario of harmful particles. And how do you know that it's Chinese standard? Because of the K. The prefix K lets you know that this is a Chinese respirator mask that's non-oil resistant, that will protect you from 95% worst case scenario of harmful particles. And another fundamental difference with Chinese standard over American and European is the fact that you'll see that the mask is secured to your head or your face by your ears, whereas the American and the European standard is secured by the top of your head and at the bottom of your head or below your ear. So above your, one strap goes above your ear and one strap goes below your ear and round your neck or the top of your head. But if you look at one of my other videos on the ear saver, you'll see that you can buy this rubber strip that has 6 studs or 6 catches, and instead of putting the KN95 around your ears, you actually attach it to this strip or this band with the studs. So you actually clamp the ear loops to the stud to get a better tension, because that has been maybe one of the only complaints with the KN95, is that sometimes it's not such a great fit because of the ears going around the ears, so the fit is not so secure. With the ear saver, it saves your ears from any pain and you get a nice snug tight fit. In some respects much better than the N95 and the FFP2, so worth a consideration. Now in closing, I just want to make a point. The filtration factors above only applies when the wearer is cleanly shaven, as facial hair would break the seal and the accuracy of the respirator rating. As I said to you, respirators actually seal against your face. You have to actually seal them airtight to your face. As such, that's how the reading is made. If you've got a beard, the beard is actually going to break the seal, so you know the accuracy is no longer what it said on the packet. So be mindful of that if you want 100% protection. or the mask filtration protection, you need to be cleanly shaven. And then one other footnote I'd like to make is that you need to make a conscious effort not to touch the front of the mask, as this area holds the highest levels of contaminations. As such, this bad habit could actually cause more harm than good in the spread of disease in the barbershop environment. So I'm going to leave it there. So I hope after that tutorial you've got a better understanding of what the abbreviations mean, how much they're protecting you, where they've come from, and now you can make more of an informed decision when purchasing your respirator mask. So that's another tutorial from Larry the Barberman. There's one more video left in the series where I'm going to teach you how to correctly fit the respirator mask. So if you go on over to that video, you can watch that. But for now, I'm finished. I'm out of here. If you like this video, smash the subscription button, give me a like, and I would love to get your comments on this presentation. So that's Larry the Barberman. I'm out of here. Thank you.